as an institution with a long history and one of the largest community colleges in the country, certainly a major player in the economic development of this area. So I want you to consider that with that kind of a status, that compared to other community colleges, you have some added responsibility. So even though you can pretty much run on autopilot for a number of years and nobody will know the difference, running on autopilot will be a bad thing to do. You should look for opportunities where others don't find opportunities. And there are lots of them out there. If you hold me accountable, if you hold yourself accountable, I think you can accomplish a lot.
When I took the job at Compton as a CEO in 2011, my slogan started with every student is a success story. Just think about it for a second. All we have to do is get that story out of that student. That first day they're on our campus, that's the beginning of their story. The question is, how do we able to tell that story and articulate that story back to other students? So every student is a success story. Our job is to help them with their success. And I'm committed to coming here and leaving my home to come to this institution. And why? Because I see where this institution is headed. I see where Nevada is headed as it relates to higher education. And I want to be a part of it. I see it. And it still goes into my own educational goals to support student success. You got it going on here. And people don't think that you got it going on, trust me, you got it going on. And you should be proud of what's happening at this institution.
The wise answer is that the first thing I'm going to do is a lot of listening. I don't think you want to approach any institution coming talking about changes until you recognize you have to look at it all holistically. So that would be the first thing that I would do. Lots of listening tours across the various campuses and pulling that together to determine where our gaps, where our needs are, and ensuring that our students are a part of those conversations as well. Before we can really move into that next iteration. I know that we are looking at a strategic plan, and we might need to revisit that as we have these conversations and truly see how we need to evolve to meet the needs of our community into this 21st century mix that we're going to have.
We were raised by a single mom, and so a lot of who I am and my values go back to that foundation. The hardest working person I've ever met in my life was my mom, and I think the one value that I've inherited from her is that. The second part about my mom is that she instilled education as kind of the means for us to move forward in American society from a very young age. And she would tell us, she works so that we can go to college. What I am is I'm the vice chancellor now at the Alamo Colleges in San Antonio, Texas, and I was very much involved in the diversification of the economy in San Antonio. And very much involved with working with the stakeholders to make San Antonio now one of the most livable and it's been recognized by Forbes as one of the top 10 job-producing economies in the United States.